All right, Bobcat Lady Cat fans, we're here, Hallsville, Texas, Martin's Minute, today with Superintendent of Schools John Martin. This segment sponsored by Roof Masters and Bubba's 33 in Longview, Texas. Mr. Martin, how are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
Hey, before I get into all the important questions, I just got to ask real quick, what's it like the beginning of a school year for a superintendent of a school like Hallsville, Texas?
Well, if organized chaos had a picture, that's kind of what it would be at. It's chaotic, but it's also, we've got great people in this district. We've got great community members. It's a little hectic.
Right.
So how long have you been superintendent here now? 5 years?
This is starting the superintendent job, my third year.
So has it gotten easier for you over every year, or have you gotten used to the chaos? Is what I'm asking.
I don't know if you can ever get used to the chaos. It just sometimes branches off in different directions year after year. So.
But you're getting more settled
Absolutely. I'll take this chaos versus any other district chaos.
And that kind of brings me to my next question. Going into the new year, you're talking about it being chaotic and keeping it under control with your staff. What are your top priorities for you and the staff for HISD this year?
Obviously, number one priorities for HISD is student safety, staff safety, because we've got that philosophy. If you don't feel safe, then you're not going to be able to learn. You're not going to be able to teach. You're not going to be able to do your job. So safety overall. And one of the things we talk about quite often is in today's society, with social media. For instance, we may be practicing a lockdown drill. And so what parents and guardians need to understand that if it's truly a lockdown, nobody's getting in this building.
Right.
It doesn't matter how long you try, you're not going to get into it because it would not be fruitful or pertinent to let people in when you're in a lockdown. So that's one of the things we practice those quite often. Just school safety in general, and making sure all of our staff is on the same page as far as what our priority is and how we're going to do that.
Is there anything new this year, safety-wise, that we can discuss that we implemented new that we need to talk about?
Our philosophy has always been, if we have a campus that has kids and students, we always want a licensed peace officer. Every one of our campuses that has any kids in it has a licensed peace officer on that campus. That's a direction and a goal that our school board set a few years back, and we're very blessed to be able to do that and have law enforcement with us on our campuses for our students.
And we have good ones on the campus.
Absolutely.
There. I see them on a daily basis. They're walking around, interacting with the kids, and that we need that. I believe
we do.
How do you, Mr. Martin, practice for that kind of? You talk about, is it just lockdown drills? How do you actually prepare for that kind of thing?
There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes with our police departments in the district and with certain folks that work in the district, and just going through scenarios. What do we do in this scenario? What do we do in that scenario? Probably 1,000 scenarios that we go through yearly, whether it be a roundtable discussion talking about, well, what if this happens, then what do we do? We try to figure out every scenario that we possibly can come up with and have a plan for each one.
Cool. Is there anything else, Mr. Martin, you would want people to know just kind of about the school year and other priorities? Or safety, I know, is at this point in time the main concern.
Yeah, it is. That's number one priority, the safety of all of our students and all of our staff. We opened West officially back in January, West Elementary. And so we started again, as everyone knows, this last Tuesday. Traffic has been an issue,
right,
obviously. And so we're working with different organizations, City of Longview, Texas Department of Transportation. We're trying to get some resolution to how can we make that a little less chaotic, as you might say, on that loop. And so we're getting some traction on that. I know a lot of our parents are concerned about that drop kids off and pick kids up from West. So just know that we're doing everything we possibly can to try to make that as safe as possible.
Well, we got a big loop. We as a school, we built the driveway real extra long, so everybody has plenty of space to get in there, so we're not packed up on the interstate if you get there on time at a timely manner.
Right.
And I know coming around the loop, it's not Indianapolis 500 or Daytona 500.
A PSA, they need to slow down a little bit coming around that loop.
Yeah. So just last thing on that is one of the issues we saw was our morning drop off, because in the mornings we would always run single lane car drop off. In the afternoons we double lane it. So you never really had the issue in the afternoons of cars backed up on the loop. it was the morning time. So what our folks out at West Elementary and our police department came up with is let's see if we can start taking kids 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
And so we tried that for the first time this morning. It worked beautifully. And so nobody was lagging out in the turn lane on the loop. So our people figured that one out.
So a 10-minute fix, I mean, that's a simple fix right there. Great job by those guys. Is it just the turning lane that gets us in trouble?
Well, no, it's not. It's kind of the ingress egress issues. So once you've dropped your kiddos off, it's getting back out and trying to get back on the loop, because you can only turn right coming out of the campus onto the loop. And one of our issues was we at least at a minimum need a reduced speed on that loop. Currently it's 65 miles an hour. It's not a suggestion. That's what the limit is, but you know how that works. Anyway, so if we can get some help with that, it would be appreciated.
Well, Mr. Martin, thank you for joining us. Good luck this school year. Well, I'm sure it won't be the last time we talk to you. Fans at home, thank you. Thank you to Roof Masters and Bubba's 33. We'll see y'all next time. All right, Bobcat Lady Cat fans, a public service announcement on September the 12th, 6:30 at the new Performing Arts Center. Representative Jay Dean will be there for a town hall meeting to address kind of a question and answers all of today's concerning issues. Love to have y'all join. Again, September 12th, 6:30, Performing Arts Center. Hope to see y'all there.